Brian Stewart here speaking. I describe recovery as a beautiful process. Um, you know, during your low point or downtime, say, uh, don't know what's going to happen next, and you're trying to find some positivity, and at that point, you rely on hope, don't have much. So picture yourself starting at zero. Figure out what the heck you're going to do. What process do you have to go through during downtime? It seems like you are the only person that you can rely on. So that's why we call it downtime. And instead of complaining, communication has recovery is just that. Because you have been in that state to where you feel like the world is not your place, self reflect, and you can only count on you. Trick to it is to not exclude yourself from the world. You have to keep to yourself. It's like I'm talking right now. I'm trying to reflect back on how it was. A lot of people go into exile. They cut themselves off from society, world. They have to rely on inner strength. My inner strength with God, like I say, God. Hear that word, but you have to find out who He is for yourself. Because at this low point of your life, you don't have much to lose. Been disappointed at yourself, disappointed at society, disappointed at the way people have treated you. Uh, you get disappointed at the way your outcome has been, and realize you can't rely on yourself at that critical point in time. You have to rely on something greater than yourself. So I relate that word faith similar to hope because you know that without a doubt, people have doubted you, may have self doubt, but you have to rely on something. That's where that hope, you always have to keep your hope and faith and believing in something that's greater than yourself in order to pick you up out of this hole that you may have dug yourself or circumstances. It seems like you're at the bottom of the ditch and looking upwards and you see people walking over you and nobody responding. So all of that you have to fight within yourself. So like I say, I had to find out that God really is real. You're in your downtime. A lot of people say, well, if God is real, why does he have me going through this? Why has he forgotten? Why am I going through it? What did I do to deserve it? What have I done to make me such the less? So long story short, you have to think that there's always somebody doing worse than you, your situation at that time. So like I say, here comes God having me to pull it together. First of all, I looked at it like I've been through the highs and lows. I know that God can pick you up, then He can also put you down and raise you back up. So, I follow Him in my belief, my hopes and faith that sun's gonna shine and it won't be like this all the time. So, in my acting recovery, I was cut out to do this. I was cut up to go through these tests, homelessness, frenemies, uh, people that you thought were your friends. They were just sticking around you to see what you were about. But in the end, you realize that they talk about you and They'll speak on your failures and they'll whisper your success. So looking at me right now, I'm clean, sober, clean. It's a good feeling. Uh, I like to eat. You're going through your addiction. A lot of times it's like a spirit has hold of you, cause you to inflict self-neglect upon yourself. And a lot of times people that are going through uh, recovering addictions, they don't even like to eat because they feel like if they eat something, it's actually going to make them feel better, but it's also going to take away their high. It's going to work against the drug it is they're doing. You know, there's all types of ways you can get high. You can stand next to a car muffler. You have all types of people out here who have tried all different types of things, inhaling fingernail polish, doing all kinds of just stuff you wouldn't even dream about doing. But if you get to that point to where you are sticking a needle in your arm, uh, one guy told me, he said he was a heroin addict. His recovery process is he had to recover two two different things, the needle and the drug. So recovery is a beautiful process once you make it out of it.